Salvador Medaldi and other members of the Cabinet, Davao City Mayor Sara Duterte Carpio, fellow workers from the Office of the President, mga kababayan. Alam mo, I will read this speech. It's a one page. I am delighted to be in the company of friends and fellow workers in the Office of the President as we herald today our joyous observance of Christmas. During this time of the year, a few more sights evoke more feelings of cheer and goodwill, and the bright lights of our Christmas tree, gathering around the iconic symbol that gives us chance to reflect on the lessons of the past year and makes us hopeful of the new year ahead. As we look toward to spend time with your loved ones during the holidays, may you be filled with warmth, happiness, peace in your hearts. It is my hope that the merriment of the holy season will reignite your desire to render genuine service, public service, especially those who need it most. It is my hope that the merriment of the holiday season will reignite your desire to render genuine and sincere public service, especially to those who need it most. I call on you, my fellow government workers, to remain supportive of each other as we work towards achieving our hopes and dreams of our beloved nation. I wish all of you a very Merry Christmas. Short from my heart. Alam mo, ang Christmas really is one that we expect and gives us a regeneration of our hopes. It is, ang kailangan lang ng Pilipino is really to give them hope that someday, whether or not it is really a thing that will be automatic in the sense it's there, it gives us a renewed just to hope that the next year will be a better one. Sa katayong sa gobyerno, I'm telling you now, again, and I've heard it before, that unless we have law and order in this country and corruption is stopped, kung wala yung dalawang elemento na yan, we will never enjoy the blessings of a nice and comfortable Philippines. Ang atin dito, I'm not trying to dampen the spirit, but rather realize that we have so many obstacles in the life of our nation. We are facing a revolutionary front, one that is motivated by territorial land, and the other is driven by the extremist, itong ISIS. And it is still in Mindanao. It remains to be a troubled land for everybody. And Mindanao will always be a pain in the ass for government. Yan ang isa. And of course, the drug problem. Losing so many people along the way and the social dysfunction created by drugs. It does not end with a dead body, sabihin ng human rights. Ayan, pinatay. Oh, so that would be about the 20th victim. Madali sabihin yan. And what about it? The son of a bitch is really, if true that he is killed in encounter, that is really a criminal. But the social dysfunction that he creates is enormous damage to the country. One breadwinner, one father in the family, or a son, or the others, will create a dysfunctional family home. And if you look into and count the so many victims, you would see and realize that in their wake of pushing drugs, trafficking drugs, they have created sa ating society so many dysfunctional families now. And so, pag dysfunctional ang family, if there is one victim, 2 or 3, or especially if it's the father, ang problema is exponential. Ang mga bata hindi na makaaral. Some they have to look for other ways to survive because the father is already an addict. Not to think for me to worry about these human rights, about the life of how many? 20s. Put it at 70. And I said, the hurt and sorrow for the 1,600,000 pegged by the police kay Bato, panahon ni Bato. These are the guys who are reduced to slavery by a drug called shabu. And they are rendered inutile for the rest of their lives. And if it's the father of the family or the mother of the family, then you have so many totally dysfunctional family. That is why I said this is just a matter of police operation. It is really a war against people who destroys a country. Can you imagine 1,600,000? Sabi na 3 million was too much. Alam naman ninyo, sobra yan. Tignan ang nangyari. Anong Christmas nila? Na ang tatay addicted sa shabu. He might be able to work extra dyan, pero inutil na. He cannot get a job that's commensurate to a guy who has a sane mind. Yan ang nangyayari. Ang nakikita lang kasi ng human rights, ang putang ina nila yung patay. Hindi nga nila sinasabi saan napatay, sinong pumatay, paano pumatay, basta makita lang nila dyan nakabulagta, they will add it and say, these are the people who died in the Philippines. It's pure speculation. And yet makita natin yung mga biktima nila are in disarray. Totally dysfunctional. Paano yung mga bata? Paano yung pagkain? Paano yung edukasyon? Hindi na naisip nila yan. Kaya putang ina ninyo, papatayin ko talaga kayo because you are destroying the very fabric of society. I do not believe that it's 1,600,000. More than. I think the original figure of Santiago is the correct one. But I can just imagine 3 billion Filipinos addicted to drugs. Yung mga babaeng, mga nanay magpuntas sa labas. And they know, and we know that they will be raped, depravity, and all humiliation, even human dignity. Kaya makita mo tumatalon sa bintana. How many instances have you come by or read? Na tumatalon lang sa bintana. Why? Because they could not endure it anymore. Only maybe a sane person, but to end the suffering and agony, they will do it. Because, prangka-prangkahan tayo, most of them are raped. I am not generalizing, But there are certain tribes in the Arab countries that if you work as a slave, that brought doon sa slave markets ng Africa or a Filipina na bayad, rape is included in the culture. Raping ka ng amo mo, raping ka ng anak, maglinis ka sa bahay, pagkatapos maglinis ka pa doon sa daughter-in-law ng bahay, tapos yung isang anak niya. That is why, what is the complaint? 3 hours on average. I'm telling you this because we are enjoying Christmas and we are hoping, but for those who have lost it, alam mo kung bakit? Sometimes they just endure it. And they come home, spent, used. Ang katawan, wala na, bugbog. And that is why kung malaman ng asawa na na-rape, then everything changes. Alam mo naman ang kultur ng Pilipinas, parang gago itong... So that's another, if he comes to, or she's honest to the husband, and she will tell them how many rapes she experiences every night. Ang husband niya, that's a reality. I'm not inventing it. It is the reality of our lives. Tapos they keep on sending money so that their children can work or can study. Pagdating nila dito after 4 years, instead of seeing their children na nakagraduate na ng high school o college, basag na. At bakit? Sa kahirap nila, ilang instances nakita ninyo. Iiwan lang doon sa kapitbahay kung walang kamag-anak. Iiwan sa kamag-anak. Iiwan sa tiyuhin. Ang asawa doon, ni-rape, ito namang tatay, you know how human frailty exists. Maghanap ng ibang babae, then yung iba pati yung... Because dito, if the mother disappears from the family home, the eldest daughter becomes the surrogate mother. Yan ang totoo. Kaya pag uwi dito, ganon ang mangyari. Ganon na lang ang hirap nila. And they have caused so much pain to. So give me a reason why I will not kill you. Kayong mga human rights, give me a good reason why I should not declare war against drug push. Sinabi ko naman sa police, huwag kayong mag-abuso. You can kill them legally, and why do you have to kill them illegally? If you are there in the performance of your duty, and there is only one instance where you can really kill a person, whether a criminal or whatnot, is that your life is in danger in the performance of your duty. Kaya mga pulis, mga military, kindly reassess the... Marami kasi overlate. Marami mga pulis na sabit. Why do we have to kill them illegally? We can always corner them, find out if they are they have committed the shabu act of trafficking. Tapos nagbigay-bigay sila dyan, pabili, nahuli. And if you resist arrest violently, you're free to kill them. So bakit ka maghanap ka ng panahon na iba illegal? So, I'm also, I'm really at a loss to how to explain to them. Sabi ko, patayin mo. But you know, they go to school 2 years, basic yan. And it's founded on their brain, what self-defense, fulfillment of duty, defense of relatives. Alam nila yan. So, but there is no let up here. Just because a few policemen killed somebody. No. There will never be a let up in the campaign against drugs and the killing will continue for as long as there are people who would resist arrest and fight it out. That is my order, and it will be until I leave the premises of this place. It will be that policy. I don't care about tomorrow. I can go to prison for my countrymen. Wala akong I'm old. Just give me books. Makabasa mo lang ako the whole day before I know it, tapos na ako ng isang libro, tapos ng isang araw sa buhay ko. I'm old, and I know I won't last long. I am near my sunset days, or is it I am overdue? Pero for as long as this is what happened, talagang uncorruption of late, I don't have to remind you. I will not hesitate. Friends, closest friends, I'm sorry. You just have to shape up. That would be the last thing that I would want to happen in my administration. Kasi ganun lang ako. Hindi talaga ako papayag ng corruption. I have kicked your undersecretary sa budget dito. May sinipa pa akong isa. I really don't remember. Yan, nakita ng mga gwardiya ko. Yan, PSG. Alam nila po the first time nakikita sila ng presidente talaga ng bubugbog, sumisipa. Ngayon lang sila kita. Siya nakita ng presidente na kasi ayaw ko talaga yung corruption. I do not want it. It's not because that I want to be an outstanding, wala akong ano dyan. I do not aim for that. I would just like to be remembered as an ordinary person being a president but trying his best for the good of his country, especially in dealing with crimes, drugs, and corruption. Para mabigyan natin ng hope ang tao. Makikita nila yun. Makikita nila na Christmas brings really hope for everybody. Hope for tomorrow will be better than today. Let's try to reach it, but it's a long journey until the end of my term. Pero sana tulungan ninyo ako dito kasi ayaw ko talaga yung corruption. Trabaho lang tayo. And if there's enough, then we share. Hindi naman ako hindi ko naman pera yan. If the government allows it, I have to talk to Kuwa. I have to talk to him. Either I go to his office or he comes to me. There are so many things that we cannot understand with each other. There seems to be a gridlock dito sa ating patakbo ng ating uneven investments. It has stopped. So yan ang message ko sa inyo. A little bit melodramatic. But I'm stressing about really the hope. Yung mga kababayan natin na kawawa, especially yung mga babae, mga asawa na doon sa labas. Pati yung mga pamilya. Hindi lang nila alam kung ano ang ginagawa nila sa Pilipino. It does not stop with a reporter na makita ninyo na may patay dito. Okay lang kung inosente. But if he is guilty, how many shabu? Ang nagbibili araw-araw para sa addiction nila. And you think that you worry with the life of a son of a bitch? Tapos yung namatay, nakinuha ng pera, tapos yung nabiyuda, ay yung ombudsman na sinaksak, pati yung anak. So, widower. Maremedyohan niya ng human rights. Makapa-eskwela kayo sa mga anak? Can you take care of the young children of those victims? You must be a goddamn shit. Yung posturing ninyo about human rights. I do not recognize the ICC. You are garbage to me. Kung magpakulong man ako, it will be a Philippine court. Bakit ako pakulong sa inyo mga putang ina kayo? Mga puti kayo, inyong creation ICC, then you want me to go there? Kaya makita ko nga, sabi ko yung putot na maitim niya, masampal ko yung yawa na. Sabi niya, punta siya dito. Sige, pupuntahin mo. So many interference in our lives. They want globalization. They want to take recognition of what's happening. So, what's the fucking... You take care of your own problems. You have enough more than you can handle, actually. Do not do it here. I want the human rights to hear this. Go to hell. Pero sa Filipino, I think that I wish you that we all go to heaven, and I would like to. That's my dream for everybody, and that we can improve the economy. That's why I said I have to talk to so many people. Kuwa. Kasi may ginawang gridlock eh. Meron na, the Philippines has been known as a country which does not honor contractual obligations. And yet, COA, if you are listening now, should be reasonable and sane enough to know that in our Constitution, impairment of the obligation of contracts are not allowed. So instead of rendering an opinion that blocks the project, why don't you just invent, if you have to, find the words to allow the investments here because we need the money. And there are a lot of people without jobs. Baski na sa taxes na lang muna, yun na lang. Kaya ng mining. Ano mga mining? How much do we get sa mining? They're destroying our mountain. Makita mo dyan, parang tansan yan. If you travel low enough, nakita mo. There are also illegal minings being funded by people with money. And how much do we get? Baski sabihin mo, i-tax mo. We only get 70 billion. And that's it. Sus Mario Josep. So there are so many problems that I have to do for the country. And I'd like to thank you for bearing with me to listen to this. Because we really have to work overtime. All of us. Kayo. The one thing that kung gusto ninyo magtrabaho, yung mga anak ninyo, there's only one thing that I ask, that he is competent and honest. Period. Wala na akong hingin pang iba. If you want a promotion o may bakante dyan, if you are competent and honest, you get it. Yellow ka, blue ka, gray ka, o itim ka, wala sa akin yan. I do not, pati yung sa promotion, it will be on the merit. Hindi yan kasi ikaw, tao ka ni Aquino, tao ka ni Chris Rojas. I don't really care kung sino ang gusto ninyo, totoo lang. There's coming election. You are free to choose. Huwag kayong matakot sabihin mo na, ayan, nagsusuporta yan sa kandidato. Wala akong pakialam yan. No, kung si Inday ang tatakbo, sabihin ko lang, kung maawa kayo, kung hindi kayo maawa, di wag. Ganoon lang yan. Total, ang tao hindi mo mapigil. And I'm just joking. Inday will not run. Sinabi ko na noon, pinopoint nila yung candidacy senador. Sabi ko, maniwala kayo sa akin. Ama ako, hindi yan tatakbo. O talaga, hindi tumakbo. Pero ang ginawa naman, tinanggal yung speaker. Well, that's another thing. That's another issue. But most of all, I'd like to say that I really love the Filipino. Mahal ko kayong lahat. Lalo na yung mga ganda. Sana yung anak ko. Magaganda lang. And meron ba tayong, sa tama taga-budget, meron tayong additional na Lina. Ngayon na, wag mo na kaming dramahin. How much are we going to receive?
So yung po sir, yung usual binigay po natin.
Sige, sabi mo. Para mag-utang naman yan, advance.
Isabi ko na daw, sabi ni President, so what we're going to receive this coming Christmas, the usual one, ni Duterte plus 10. So yung usual po natin.
So ano yung Duterte?
Yung 30,000 po sir.
30,000 plus?
Plus 10,000 po.
30,000, pupunta na 40,000 yan. Wow. So, huwag niyong kalimutan na, baski ballpen na lang. Okay na yan, o kulang pa. Kasi nandyan siguro mga tag 100,000, okay na. Gaga. Saan ito maghanap dyan? Hindi ko naman pera yan. Kung pwede, bigay ko sa inyo lahat yan. But I think 40,000 is good. You can buy a lot of things there. So, Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and we can proceed with the lighting. I wish you all good luck, and I said, I'm not the kind that yung kikialam sa politika ninyo. Not me. Choose your candidate. This is a free country. Okay? Sabi ni Inday, bakit naman kayo Maynila National Capital 40? Ang aking bigay doon sa Davao 50. So, hindi tayo magpalugi sa Davao. Sabi ko kay Lina Apostol, wala akong pakialam, magnakaw ka, dispalkuhin mo yung pera, basta gawain mong 50. So, it's gonna be 50. Okay na yan? O gawain natin 60? Hindi, tingnan na lang natin. Ang 50 kinagapainggit itong gaging na ito. So, okay na. Kantahan naman niyo ako ng 50 good yun. Tumahimay ka? What's your next song? Ikaw? Kasi pag hindi, ako ang kakanta dyan na ikaw.